Hi everyone, this is Lulu and this is a very exciting day because I'm finally publishing my book about Serbian culture and language. You can find it online, you can finally read it. It's been months and months of working on it. So the title is Zdravo, Srbijo. For those of you who don't know, and I think you should, Zdravo means hello. And Srbijo is Serbia, but in vocative form. So when you say hi to someone, you use a vocative form. So this is my lesson. The first lesson when you read this book is you know how to use greetings. And then the subtitles is an introduction to Serbian culture and language, because I will talk about the culture aspect or the cultural aspect and the language. So who is this book for? This book is for people that want to learn something about Serbia. They want to learn a bit of the language. They want to learn some phrases, maybe because they want to travel over there, maybe because they are in a relationship with someone who's from Serbia or the surrounding area. Maybe it's someone who is ethnically a Serb but grew up somewhere else because his parents or one of his parents grew up in Serbia. And it's for people that don't really know a lot about this country, a lot about these people. And this is my attempt to kind of give you an introduction of what Serbia actually is. And for this reason, I introduced several topics. I obviously introduced the historical part, which I don't really dwell on a lot because you can find books on that online, so I'm sure that there's someone who's a bit more qualified to talk about these things. So I do give you some perspective of like the biggest events and how the country got created and what happened and what is the relationship with our neighbors, and then we move on to the cultural aspect, which is, for example, food and drinks and music, literature, everything that goes with it. And then we move on to people, like what do we appreciate, what do we hate, what makes us angry, what are some stereotypes that I can confirm or debunk. Of course, I talk a bit about tourism. I talk about some things that you may have not heard from someone else. You know, I don't really talk only about Belgrade. You know, Belgrade is one part of Serbia, only one town in Serbia. There's so many things you can see. And then of course the last part, which is the language. This is where I'm an expert. But again, I didn't really want it to be like a course book. I really wanted you to get the feel of what how Serbian language sounds. So I talk a bit about the dialects, like the different dialects in Serbia, how they developed and where they're used. I talk about the scripts that we use. I give you our alphabet. I talk about useful phrases that you actually really need if you want to go out in there. I talk about things that we use in everyday language. I talk about filler words, like words that, you know, make the sentence flow better, the words that you have in your own language. Maybe don't really have any meaning, but just like kind of keep that flow. I give you some interesting proverbs, idioms, and also tongue twisters, so get ready for a challenge. And then I also explain what some similarities and differences are between Serbian and some other languages. So it's kind of this like compact book, like first aid Bible that you need before you go to Serbia, or something that will give you some foundation about the culture, the country, the language. So if you're someone who doesn't really know much about Serbia but really wants to kind of get some overview and like some most important facts and on 40 to 50 pages, then this is a book for you. It would take you around 1 to 2 hours to read it. I think it's very informative, and it will help you out in your learning progress. So I'm really excited, I really am. I know some of you are really gonna love it because this is exactly what you need at this moment. The book is currently available on Amazon Kindle, on Kobo, but also it's gonna be available on other platforms, for example, on iBooks, Barnes and Noble. I have some more things in mind, but now I forgot. So let me know where you usually download your ebooks from so that I can supply it over there. It does take a day or two, but I really want it to be available for you. And before you buy the book, I really want to give you a snippet so that you can kind of get the taste of what the book is about, what the tone is about, or what the tone is like. And this part is going to be about Serbs as people, what they are like and what they like. So let's start. If Serbs are known for something, this is hospitality. They will always have some drink, maybe some rakia, some homemade cake or cookies stored in their pantry, which is Speise. No matter how rich or poor you are, food and time are best when shared. You as a guest are golden and you should be appreciated. Maybe you'll be forced to eat or drink something, but we do it out of love. Also, don't forget to take your shoes off when you're at someone else's place. Don't worry, they will most probably have slippers for you. Aside from our family and friends, our country makes us happy. Yes, I know, there will always be people who are patriots and there will be those who blame the country for everything. Maybe the country has denied us many things, but it has given us our childhood and close ones. That amount of love and support might not be found in some places, but we have it here. So there you go. This is my perspective as a Serb, born and raised in Serbia. And again, I have to point out that this is a subjective point of view, subjective perspective, and the book is aimed at informing you, but also at entertaining you, because the style is very casual, but still you will learn something from the book. And that is all I wanted to share for today. You will have all the information down in the box below. Please let me know where you want me to publish the book, on which other website that maybe I haven't done already. I hope you will enjoy it. Let me know some of your impressions and see you in the next video.